Welcome to the It Factor. We're Jemmy and Nye, exploring a new blog post by Mr. Len Kaplan, CEO of CDML and MSP in Queens, NY, offering network management, VoIP and UCAS, cybersecurity, compliance, IaaS, cloud, and Microsoft 365 and Azure solutions. If you're a small business owner or manage IT for a growing organization, this deep dive is for you. Today, we're diving headfirst into a topic that's not just important, but truly urgent for anyone relying on Windows PCs. We're talking about the rapidly approaching changes to Windows operating systems and their hardware requirements. We're pulling all our insights from a recent blog post by Len Kaplan himself, titled "Time's Up for Outdated PCs. Windows 11 24H2 has new hardware rules. Are you ready?" And believe me, it's a real eye-opener. Some surprising details in there.
Absolutely. And our mission today is, well, pretty clear. We want to unpack those urgent deadlines, highlight the new, maybe unexpected hardware rules, and most importantly, map out the practical steps you need to take right now. Whether you're a small business owner or maybe you manage IT, this is about getting prepared, avoiding that costly downtime, and staying compliant. We want you armed with the info before it becomes a scramble.
Okay, let's unpack this right away because the clock is genuinely ticking for a lot of PCs. Len's post, it lays out some immediate deadlines. First one, Windows 10 support ends October 14th, 2025, globally.
Yeah, that date, it sounds like it's a little ways off, maybe.
Maybe, but for businesses planning hardware refreshes, that date is soon. And when support ends, it means everything stops. No more security patches, no bug fixes, nothing.
Your system basically becomes a sitting duck. And what's really striking here is how close together these deadlines are. The other big one is Windows 11 version 23H2. That's the current main version for many its support. Ends November 11, 2025.
Wow, just a month later than Windows 10.
Exactly. So you've got these two major end-of-support dates almost back to back. And for a business, running unsupported software, it's not just inconvenient, it's a massive security risk. Think compliance, think data breaches. Downtime can hit really hard.
That's a serious warning. Okay, so maybe you're thinking, all right, I'm already on Windows 11, I'm good. But here's where Len's article drops, well, a real bombshell.
Right.
It reveals that just running Windows 11 today, that is not a guarantee you're safe for the future.
You'd think it would be, wouldn't you? But no, this is the core issue. The next big version, Windows 11 24H2, it introduces a whole new set of hardware requirements. And the kicker is, even some PCs running Windows 11 right now, they won't meet them.
So what's the new hurdle then?
It really comes down to the CPU, the processor. The article highlights that older CPUs, especially pre-11th gen Intel ones, might be blocked. Not because they're slow necessarily, but because they lack specific instruction sets.
Instruction sets. Okay, you're going to break that down a bit. SSE 4.2 and POPC&T, what are those?
Yeah, good question. Think of them like specialized tools in the CPU's toolkit. SSE 4.2 helps with things like multimedia processing, string manipulation. POPC&T counts bits, which sounds obscure, but it's useful in cryptography and data analysis. Basically, Microsoft is building future Windows features, probably involving AI and more advanced security, that rely on these tools. If your CPU doesn't have them, 24H2 won't install, or it won't boot. It's a hard stop.
Wow. Okay, that is a big deal. So besides those CPU instructions, what are the other key hardware requirements for 24H2, according to Len's post?
Okay, so the article lists them out. Processor-wise, it's Intel 8th Gen or newer, AMD Zen Plus or newer, but with that SSE 4.2 and POPC&T requirement, that's the crucial part.
Right.
Then you need TPM version 2.0.
The securely chip.
Exactly. Trusted Platform Module, essential for modern security. Your system needs to boot using UEFI with Secure Boot enabled.
Which is the modern BIOS replacement and the anti-malware boot check.
Correct. Then the basics, 4 gigs of RAM or more, 64 gigs of storage minimum, DirectX 12 compatible graphics with the WDDM 2.0 driver, and at least a 9-inch display with 720p resolution.
So quite a list, but that CPU instruction step piece seems like the main tripwire for people already on Windows 11.
It really is. The article makes it crystal clear. Even if you upgraded to Windows 11 successfully before, if your CPU is missing SSE 4.2 or POPC&T, 24H2 is a no-go. Full stop.
Which means come November 2025, when 23H2 support ends, those machines could be stuck, unsupported. Just like the Windows 10 machines.
Precisely. It's not something you can easily patch or tweak. It's a hardware limitation.
Yeah.
And that shifts the whole conversation, doesn't it? It's not just, is my PC fast? It's, is my PC compliant for what's coming next?
Okay, so practical steps. How does a small business owner, maybe without a big IT team, figure out if their machines are at risk? Len's article gives a really straightforward 3-step check. First, what version of Windows are you running? Easy check. Press the Windows key and R together, type WinVer, hit Enter, tells you right there, Windows 10 or Windows 11 version 22H2, 23H2.
That gives you your starting point. Windows 10. That October 25 deadline is your main concern. Windows 11. You need the next steps.
Right. Step 2, what processor do you have? Again, simple. Windows key plus X, choose System, look under Device Specifications for processor. If it's older than, say, an 11th gen Intel, you definitely need step 3.
And this is where you, listening, need to actually, do the check. It takes a few minutes per machine. Len's article provides the exact tools, takes the guesswork out. Knowing where you stand is the absolute first move to avoid a crisis later.
Definitely. So step 3, the crucial one for those Windows 11 users. Does my CPU support SSE 4.2 and POP-CNT? The article suggests a couple of free tools. Option A is CPU-Z.
Yep. Download from cpu.com, run it, look under the Instructions tab, see if SSE 4.2 and POP-CNT are listed.
Simple enough. Option B
is Core Info from Microsoft Learn. You run it from an administrator command prompt. The command is coringinfo.exe, find CRI, SSC42, POP-CNT.
Okay, and what are you looking for there?
You want to see a little asterisk? A what next to both SET42 and POPLint? You see a dash next to either one or if one is missing.
Then that machine won't run 24H2.
That's the bottom line, period.
All right, so you've done the checks, you know where you stand. What next? What does the article recommend based on your situation? Let's say you are running Windows 11, but on an older PC, maybe 8th, 9th, 10th gen Intel, and it fails that CPU check.
Okay, in that case, your updates stop after November 11, 2025. No 24H2, no future feature updates.
And the recommendation from Time's Up for Outdated PCs is really clear. Don't risk it. Plan to replace that machine before the deadline.
Trying to squeeze more life out of it just opens you up to security risks, maybe compliance issues. It's just not worth it for a business. Proactive replacement is the safer and often cheaper path in the long run.
Makes sense. Now, what about those still on Windows 10?
Even tighter timeline. Support ends October 14th, 2025. And honestly, most Windows 10 machines probably can't upgrade to Windows 11 anyway because they lack TPM 2.0 or the right CPU.
So trying to force an upgrade isn't really the way to go.
No. The article suggests very directly, skip trying to upgrade that old hardware. Just plan on buying a new PC that's fully Windows 11 24H2 compatible, trying workarounds. It's asking for trouble. Vulnerabilities, non-compliance. Just get a new machine built for the modern OS.
So boiling it down for a small business, the message from Len Kaplan's article is pretty stark. Don't limp along with unsupported systems.
Absolutely not. You're looking at security holes, potential compliance failures, operational disruptions if something goes wrong. It's just bad business. Proactive replacement isn't just about safety. It's about smart financial and operational planning. Avoid the firefighting later.
Now, this sounds like, well, a lot of work. Auditing machines, checking specs, planning replacements, migrating data, especially if you don't have dedicated IT staff.
It definitely can be, and that's where Len's post mentions that CDML offers services to help businesses manage exactly this kind of transition.
Right, they can take that burden off your shoulders.
Precisely. Think about it. They can come in, do a full hardware audit, tell you exactly which machines are at risk. They can handle the compatibility testing for those tricky instruction sets. Then they manage the whole migration, backing up data securely, moving it to the new PCs, reinstalling software, setting up users, all that stuff. Plus, they provide documentation for compliance.
So you can focus on actually running your business.
That's the value proposition. It saves you time, reduces stress, ensures you stay productive and protected through the whole process. For a busy owner, that kind of expert help is invaluable.
Okay, so let's quickly recap the most critical takeaways from Len Kaplan's article, Time's Up for Outdated PCs. Number 1, those deadlines for Windows 10 and Windows 11 23H2 are October and November 2025. Very close.
Yep.
Number 2, Windows 11 24H2 isn't just another update. It has significant new hardware requirements, especially around the CPU needing SSE 4.2 and POP-CNT. Even current Win 11 machines might fail.
Crucial point.
And number 3, for many businesses, especially those with older Win 11 machines or still on Win 10, the safest, most strategic move is planning for PC replacement now. Don't wait for the deadline.
Absolutely. And maybe one final thought to leave you with. Beyond these immediate deadlines, what this deep dive really highlights is an ongoing challenge, right? How do you, as a business, manage your technology lifecycle strategically? It's not just about reacting to end-of-life notices. It's about planning ahead, anticipating these shifts so you're not caught by surprise obsolescence. It's about building resilience for tomorrow's tech landscape, not just patching today's problems, something to mull over.
That's a great point. If you found this deep dive helpful and informative, please click the thumbs up button to let us know. Till next time.